Hello everyone and welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina. I am super excited to be here with you today to go over a little comparison videos of two car seats that you see behind me. Those are two fabulous convertible seats. Which ones are we looking at? We're going to be looking at the NUNA RAVA and then the UPPAbaby ROVE. Yay! But before we get started, it would mean the world to me if you would like, follow, subscribe. You can go ahead and share this video to someone if it makes sense, if they're trying to figure out what car seat to buy. This will be a video kind of comparing these two seats, showing a little bit about installation. But the bigger we grow this channel, the easier it is for me to get these products to be able to demonstrate and explain to you the differences. All right, thank you so much. Let's launch into the RAVA and the ROVE. So, what are we looking at? The seat that's gray. Right here, this is the NUNA RAVA, and then the blue seat is the UPPAbaby ROVE car seat. These are convertible car seats. Convertible car seats convert from backward to forward facing. The NUNA seat will hold from 5 pounds up to 65 pounds, and the UPPAbaby ROVE starts at 14 pounds and holds up to 65 pounds. Now, why would that be different? NUNA is going to be particularly unique over the UPPAbaby in this regard because NUNA's going to be able to work from a newborn age, whereas ROVE, I would argue, is more like 3 months at least plus, because kiddo would have to be 14 pounds before they would go into the seat. So, you know, little differences there. The NUNA, you can start a baby sooner. UPPAbaby is sort of assuming that you would be using an infant seat, and then you would switch over to the ROVE. So something to be aware of if you are looking to purchase either one of these seats. Now, cost of the ROVE is $399. Cost of the RAVA is going to be $550. The RAVA comes with 2 cup holders. The ROVE comes with 1. I'll show them at the end. The expiration on both seats is 10 years. However, the NUNA seat has a 10-year expiration and a 2-year warranty. The UPPAbaby seat has a 10-year expiration and a 10-year warranty, provided you're the original purchaser of the seat. So you definitely get a longer warranty with UPPAbaby, but both seats are fabulous in terms of quality, and both are going to be a 10-year expiration, so you'll be able to use them for a multitude of kiddos without issue. Now, both of these seats for forward-facing kiddo has to be at least 30 pounds before you switch the seat into a forward-facing mode. Rear-facing mode, they both hold up to 50 pounds. So that's fabulous. This means that both seats can do extended rear-facing. Let's see. They both hold 49 standing inches tall kiddo, and they are both FAA certified. The ROVE is a little lighter weight. It's 25 pounds, whereas the RAVA is 27 pounds. They're both going to use flame-retardant-free fabric, so that is super fabulous. I would say too, I know that with UPPAbaby, they do one color that has merino wool in it. I would have to check to see for NUNA. I know they do that on some of their other infant seating, but I can't remember with RAVA. But again, the flame retardant free and the super soft, nice fabrics, premium fabrics on both, which is great. Now, your harness range on both seats. So that means how high the harness can go from the smallest to the tallest. So your shortest setting on ROVE is going to be 11 inches, and then your tallest setting for torso harness height is 17 inches tall. On the RAVA, with the pillow, again, this would make sense, right? Because this is a very aggressive pillow for an infant that's in here. With the pillow, your stardust smalling harness is going to be 7.5 inches. When we remove the pillow, it's 9 inches, and then it goes to the 17 inches of seated torso height, same as the ROVE. So they both hold long-bodied kiddos without any issue, which is very important to me. I have a long torso, shorter legs, so something that matters. Now, what is interesting is both for the seat depth. So how deep the seat is. I'm going to go ahead and take the infant pillow out of this NUNA seat just because it is pretty dang aggressive. The NUNA seat would also come with a head pillow. I've subsequently misplaced that here at the store within 10 minutes. That happens frequently for me, but it is included in the purchase price. This seat has pockets that are sort of rubberized on the side to be able to tuck your buckle tongues over, which is very useful. And I'll go ahead and put that belly pad bruise padding piece back on. This just helps stay soft and prevent bruising. Okay, so We talked about the harness range, the seat depth. That's what I wanted to get into. So the NUNA seat depth in forward facing is 13 inches deep. The ROVE in forward facing is 14 inches deep. So it looks about an inch deeper. And it is when I did a soft tape measure. Now the seat depth rear facing is going to be a little bit different. We'll get into that when I show kind of fast installation on both. But there's a leg piece on the NUNA that kicks out when you're doing a rear facing mode to give kiddo more leg room in backward mode. So it's counterintuitive, but there's actually like almost more space for this guy in a rear facing than a forward facing. But it's got the leg extension, so it does make sense when you think about it that way. Installation depth we'll talk about when I show them installed, because that's something that people always ask me about. Now, recline positions. NUNA has 5 recline positions for rear facing and 5 for forward facing. There is no recline level indication on the NUNA seat, so for like a new baby that'll say in the book, always have it at its most reclined. There is a level window on the ROVE, so you have 3 recline positions for rear facing and then 2 for forward facing on this guy. So if you like the option of more recline stops in both positions, NUNA gives you that. Now what I would say is both of these seats, once they're installed, you can't adjust the recline. You have to uninstall the seat to adjust the recline. Okay, so let's say that one more time. Neither has adjustable recline when it's installed. This means you have to set that recline prior to the installation. So people will be like, well, they fall asleep in the car and then I want to recline the seat. Then you need to look at a rotating car seat. I understand that you don't care about the rotation necessarily, but if you care about an adjustable recline while the seat is installed, rotational seats are the only seats that really can do that. But again, I wouldn't worry about that. Their head and neck are fine once they're past the age of being a newborn and they don't have to worry about chin to chest. They're going to be perfectly fine in either one of these in the reclined or more upright positions. So you're good to go. Now, the overall width of both seats is 19.5 wide, and the interior dimensions of the seat are pretty similar. Your interior dimension of the RAVA is 10.5 at the narrowest and 13 out at the widest. On the ROVE, you're at 10.5 at the narrowest and then 14 at the widest point. ROVE has 3 belly positions for the belly buckle. So there's 3 different spots that you can pick for that. They're going to be 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches. And then for NUNA, there's 2 positions for the belly buckle. They're going to be at 4.5 and 6.5 inches of depth, respectively. We talked about the overall width. Now, latch limits. So if we were to install either one of these seats using lower anchors, which I would use seatbelt to install either of these, and that's the way I'm going to demonstrate it. But if you did want to use lower anchors, on NUNA, you would run out of latch time at 35 pounds rear facing, 40 pounds forward facing, which would mean you would need to reinstall with a belt after that point on either of those weight limits in those orientations. And then for ROVE, rear facing orientation latch limit is 40 pounds, forward facing latch limit is going to be 45. So ROVE, and it makes sense, right? It's a slightly lighter weight car seat, so you do get a little bit longer latch limit if you're going to use latch for installation. Now, that being said, another interesting difference between the 2 seats is that the ROVE will let you do a non-standard latch installation. So for cars of people who want to put it in the middle, your manual of your car would need to explicitly say you can do this. But if your car manual says you can do it, the ROVE says you can do it, provided it's narrower than 22 inches. So if you have an unusual situation and your car says it's cool, the ROVE is going to be willing to work with a non-standard latch spacing. With NUNA, it has to be a standard latch spacing, which is 280 millimeters or 11 inches. So something to be aware of. Now, let's talk about the rear-facing installation of these, because forward-facing car seats never seem to be an issue for people. Everybody in everybody's car, they always go in really nicely. For rear-facing, both of these seats do an excellent job for a rear-facing installation. It's very easy to do with either one. So they both have what's referred to as open belt paths. I do have a video just on these seats individually. If you wanted to see more about the installation, you could check that out. And again, I am not substituting the instruction manual right now. This is just a really quick and dirty installation to kind of illustrate my point. When you install your RAVA, you need to kick out the adjustable foot piece. So that's going to give your kiddo more leg room in the rear facing mode. In the book, I don't think It says you can leave it underneath, but if you wanted to make it tighter, you would need to call NUNA and see if you can install it with it tucked under. I don't know off the top of my head. I've gone ahead and opened up a panel. There's an open belt path here. So what that means is I'm able to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and install the car seat. I have the car seat at its most reclined right now. The reason why I'm doing that is because without fail, new parents always set these car seats at the most reclined because they feel like that is the most comfortable for kiddo. And I do understand that, but what I want to point out is going to be a difference between these two seats when we show them reclined here. Now, all I do with the NUNA is I would tighten by pulling on the shoulder belt portion of the seat. I would put some weight on it just to help make that tight. And I'm going to go ahead and close the true tension door. And then I would lock my seatbelt off. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the belt all the way out, and then when it retracts, it would usually make a clicking sound to be locked off. But our seat is good to go for backward facing. Now, can I change the recline? No. Remember, we talked about that. We can't change the recline now. We could have changed it at the beginning. If we want to change it now, we unbuckle the seat, press the button, reinstall the seat, okay? So that's why, like, I just really want people to understand this, okay? So now with ROVE, when you install it in rear-facing mode, remember how I talked about this seat being more upright, just in general? The recline mechanism on this guy is also on the back of the seat, which good for UPPAbaby. That's actually easier to get at when you're doing a rear-facing installation. But as I mentioned before, this seat is also, like, more upright than this guy, even in its most reclined. Why does that matter? Well, if you have a car that's tight nose to tail, so front to back, you don't have a ton of space, the ROVE has now taken over the RAVA for me as a great option for cars that have a tight squeeze or a tight fit. And I don't mean tight side to side, I mean tight front to back. What are you talking about? What I mean is when you install some of these car seats, you actually have to put your front seat like super close to the airbag to make sure there's enough room for the car seat in the back of the car. Some cars just have a really poor spatial design for the back seat for car seat installation. With ROVE, what's really cool is that in its most upright especially, it takes up like a shockingly small amount of space nose to tail. So we'll get into that in 1 second. It's not vastly different from NUNA, but if you had a tight space, an extra inch may make all the world of difference for you between one car seat or another installed in your vehicle. So something just to be aware of there. The ROVE is smaller nose to tail when it's installed than the NUNA. And this makes sense, right? Because our NUNA has a foot plate that we kick out to make more leg room. So that being said, when NUNA is installed in a rear-facing mode, your depth from butt to leg is going to be, I got it in at like, this was kind of crazy. Geez Louise, sorry guys, I just got to find it. Rear-facing depth. Here we go. 14 inches, and our rear-facing depth on the ROVE, because again, it's more upright and it's shorter, is like 11.5 to 12 inches. So that extra little piece that they talk about on NUNA, making it more comfortable for long-legged kids in a backward-facing scenario, I would agree that that is true. The seat to me is more reclined, and again, these seats aren't identical, the vehicle seats that they're in, so the pitch might look different for the camera, but it's just something to be aware of. If you wanted that more deeply reclining seat and more reclined spots, I would go with NUNA. If you want it tighter in the car, nose to tail, I would go with UPPAbaby. Your smallest installation on a RAVA nose to tail that I got was like 26 inches. Your installation depth that is shortest for ROVE was 25. ROVE at its most reclined with the headpiece down was like 26.5, and then with the headpiece up, your longest is 27. With NUNA, it was 27.5 typically, and then with the headpiece fully extended at 28. Now what's shocking is that that's actually probably smaller than your infant seat is in terms of nose to tail right now, and people never believe it, but then when we install this seat, there's more space for their seat in the front to come back, and they're like, whoa, but it holds a bigger kid. And it's like, yeah, it's more folded, that's why. So something to be aware of there. Now, one other thing I want to touch on super fast before I run out of time is that a really nice thing, both seats have side impact protection, that's great, but as far as safety is concerned, I would give Rove one additional little cool safety benefit. And for cleaning, Rove has like some zipper material that comes out of the bottom, whereas NUNA, you've got to peel the material out, which is a little bit more work. Rove has an additional it's not a stability load leg and it's not an anti-rebound bar. It's called a Q-tether. But what this does is it limits that primary impact on a forward collision, so the seat won't rock down so it doesn't slam back up. I'm hooking it up right now. This is very atypical. Very few seats do this. I think it's just this guy and Kleck. Now, if a seat has an anti-rebound plate, like the Exec does right here, Rava doesn't have anything in the US, but their Canadian version has an anti-rebound bar. If you had that, the need for a Q-tether would go away, but since the Rove does not include an anti-rebound piece here, the idea with this strap is that the seat won't rock down that way, so it doesn't have this opportunity to come back up as rapidly as you would get on a seat without any anti-rebound feature. So that means the seat rocks this way, and then sometimes can have a little bit of lift, as you can see here, when it comes up. So if you can mitigate that initial lurching forward motion, it's a nice feature, and that's what you get on the Rove that you may not use and you don't get on the NUNA. Now, I would always do this on the side that is not your door side, meaning if the door is opening over here, you would want this on the interior so it doesn't get in the way of you taking your kid in and out of the car seat. So something to be aware of there. And again, both guys have the little pockets. Both have great flame retardant-free fabric, 10-year expiration. Good price points, $400, $550. Rava comes in more color choices for sure. And I would also argue Rava is a more attractive seat. The colors are nicer. It's just a nicer looking seat, but to the tune of an additional, you know, $400, for an additional $150, I don't know. That's the main thing, right? It does have easier gliding mechanisms. So like the headrest moves up and down more easily on Rava and the harness moves more easily on Rava. But on UPPAbaby, the harness movement is really good. The headpiece is a little sticky, not super surprising at the price point that it is. So Rove comes in 4 colors: the Cody Blue, Cavnier, which is like a vanilla bean, Jake, which is all black, and Grayson, which is the gray. The gray for them has the merino wool. And then the Rava is shown in Monterey, which is a limited edition color. Buy it on my website, destinationbabykids.com. It's sick. And then Caviar, which is the black, Cedar, which is a really nice brown, Frost, which is a light gray, non-committal. No, just kidding. If you like Frost, buy Frost. And then Thistle, which is the cool Pepto-Bismol pink. If you're into the little pink for a little lady or a little gentleman, they just look good in that pink, that is a nice color choice called Thistle. Okay, if you have questions or you have comments at all about these seats, or I didn't cover something that you're curious about, go ahead and leave a comment below. I will do my best to answer for you. But again, go ahead and like, subscribe. If you want to buy them, head on over to my website, destinationbabykids.com. You can hook yourself up with a Rove, or you can get a fabulous Rava. Either way, great choices. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video.